Hey everyone, we are live. It's Tracey from GiftBasketAppeal and Mindless Crafting, and Bill is here with me. But guess what? We have a special guest. So I'm gonna let y'all come on into the craft room, and you're gonna see our guest. It's John, the artist. John, say hello to everyone.
Hello, everybody.
We've been trying to get John here. He's got a busy schedule, and so do we. But we made it happen, and we're so glad that he's here. Talk about someone that's just so talented. Of course, this is my hand in the screen right now, but you're going to start to see John's hands appear in this screen. His magical hands. I'm just going to adjust the camera a little bit so we can kind of get in close on John when he's going to do some drawing for y'all. So this is really a treat. I'm super excited myself, just because we have a really great relationship, a great creative relationship. We are just being both creatives. We kind of can relate to each other, don't you think so, John?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, yeah. So Naomi is in the house.
Not Naomi.
Margie Ryan is here showing
Margie
up, of
Ryan.
course. We got our regular people. So, John, I don't know if you've ever done a live stream before.
I have. It's been a minute, but I've done it a couple of times.
Okay, all right, great. So, this is your first one with Mindless Crafting. So, y'all wanted to meet the person that was behind the artwork for our stamp sets. And the nice thing is that John and I go back a while back. We met through Our Rainbow Press. My friend Sheila, who published my first book, we met through her, and John created the book, the illustrations for the book, Where's My Sneaker? And we just work so well together. The fact that he can pull out your vision and actually make it happen, it's incredible. So I'm going to go ahead and change over and let John come over here. I got some paper for him. He brought his writing tools, okay?
Yes, sir.
And so we're just so happy that he's here. John, you let me know if I need to adjust the camera a little bit
Okay.
to make you feel a little bit comfortable.
All right.
So I'm going to be reading the comments. Everybody's saying, "Hey, John, so nice to meet you." So John is, let's see. Oh, okay. She just joined the group. Someone just, Brenda Robertson. What
Hi,
are you
Brenda.
doing? Brenda, we are here live with our artist who creates the illustrations for our stamp set.
But before we get going, let me just say a couple things.
Say a couple of
this
things,
This is Bill,
Bill.
by the way, for those that don't know me. I'm sure most of the people do, but John, I can't say enough for his talent. He can draw anything from a stick man to Rembrandt. Okay, it's absolutely endless. Cartoons, it's I can't give words to it.
It's incredible. It's just incredible. Yeah, so we'll be bragging on John a lot,
So any questions
plus we gave him breakfast, so that's an added incentive, huh, John?
I figured if I filled him up, maybe he would do something extraordinary. So any questions you have along the way, just ask, and we'll try to get those to John, and he'll do his best to answer those.
All right, John. So one of the most popular illustrations that you ever done for the stamp set is Hartley, the heart dog.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be nice for them to really see you create Hartley, recreate him. It could be he could be facing a different way or whatever, but I probably need to pull that stamp set so they can see what Hartley looks like.
You have it over here?
But they absolutely love Hartley. So it'd be nice to kind of to recreate it. So Bill's gonna go get that stamp set. I should have had it up here before. Bill, I think I have one.
Oh, no, I'm halfway down the stairs now.
Oh, he's halfway down the stairs, so go ahead. Everyone's saying good afternoon. Welcome, John. Nice to meet you, John. Great job on all the stamp sets.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Yeah, Kathy Champion said he deserves all the bragging. So we're bragging on you. We're really uplifting you, and we really appreciate your talent.
Here you go, Trace.
Hey, Marie, how are you?
Ooh, Marie Muscle.
So those of you that don't know, this was the Love You stamp set.
You have to hold it up close.
And I remember when John was like, what about a heart dog? And I was like, heart dog? What are you talking about? And so this is This is Hartley, the heart dog. Y'all named him Hartley.
Yeah, put a little closer, Trace.
And so this is the one that we would love to see you create this live. I think that would be fun to see that.
Okay.
And while you're doing it, John, kind of explain what was going through your mind. What was your
Because this was
mindset when you
not
were
going through
creating
my
this?
mind, okay? But John was like, so yeah, go ahead, John.
I guess when I was doing it, I was thinking, you was thinking of, I guess, a pet. So I was thinking everybody loves their pet so much. It's their heart. So, so I came up with the concept of Hartley, the dog. And plus, you know, art is my heart.
Right.
So I'm thinking of a family pet. So I had to put my heart into it and
Love it.
create the Hartley dog.
There you go. So go ahead
That's where the
and
concept
start.
came.
Let's go ahead and see what you got. Just go ahead and start freestyling, whatever. You know, we're here watching you.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take his form and I'm gonna flip it around.
You
Oh,
can
that's
draw
gonna
it
be
big
fun.
too if you like.
Yeah.
So they can really see it on that picture, John. We have a bunch of paper.
Okay, here we go.
Margie says she loves her fur babies. I know. Kathy Champion says my doggies are my heart for sure. And they're loving our last release, which was the what did we do that last release? That last release was the Halloween stamp set. They absolutely loved it. And if y'all hear that scratching, that cinnamon over here, doing his little thing, our little heart dog over here.
Okay. I'm taking them and I'm flipping them. Let's just say
Flipping around.
I'm flipping the
right.
hearts around.
Okay,
You're
there
flipping
you
the
go.
hearts upside down to show you a different perspective.
Right.
Exactly. And there we have an upside down heart of Hartley.
An upside down one of Hartley.
Yes.
There you go. And the nice thing is that I like the way you just kind of just freestyle, go with the flow, you know, kind of thing. Kathy Champion says artists amaze me. I love to watch the creativity. So do I. When John is creating and I'm talking him through what I would like to see, or what I have in my mind, I'm usually like, we're just chatting, and then I'll say bigger on this, more defined lines when we're doing it. You know, anything that's kind of like anything that'll get the picture out of my head. So that is really one of the things that I'm so fascinated when John and I sit down and we create in the morning. Usually we work well in the mornings, don't we, John?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. And so we knock out maybe 2 stamp sets in about maybe 3 hours. We usually start real early. Yeah.
So next question, John. If you were going to make that heart dog more realistic, what would you do to do that?
Okay, I'm about to show you.
Good.
Right on here, right on that. Or you need
let him do it on a different paper. Yeah, just whatever. We got tons of paper. Okay.
Okay, so all right, so I'm gonna create it, you know, more consistent to form, but just give it more substance.
Right,
So
he's still a heart dog, but he comes to life a little bit.
Right, and if you don't want to do it as large, you don't have to, because I can zoom in on your hands.
Okay, so this is how we'll bring it a little bit more lifelike.
Look, Kathy Champion says we all grew up watching Bob Ross paint. As a child, I was amazed by him. Oh, me too.
Well, my Bob Ross was a guy named Mr. Hot Dog.
Mr. Hot
And
Dog.
the guy would start drawing lines and shapes all around the paper. And for the majority of the time, you had no idea what he was doing until the end. And all of a sudden, he would connect certain things. And you say, oh my God, look what Mr. Hot Dog just did.
Oh my goodness.
I love Mr. Hot Dog.
Oh, I see you're adding more fur to give him definition. Love it.
Right, and then I'm gonna come with a little bit of tone and a little bit of shade to give him a little bit of 3 dimension.
Nice. Denise Glisson is at work right now. Shh, we won't tell on you, Denise. We are here with John Floyd Jr., who is our artist for our stamp sets. And so I know many of y'all wanted to meet him. It's nice to see the person that actually creates our stamp sets. And we really have a good time, you know? So that's what we're doing, having John create some images. All of our stamp sets, of course, are hand drawn. So by John, so that it's not like it's computer generated. These are actual drawings, okay?
Right, and this Hartley is for those that are newcomers to the live cast. We asked John, could he make Hartley look even just a touch more realistic?
Oh, Donna Joe says, we love John. We love him too.
Love you all too.
Look, Delisha, you need to stop. She said she got her stamp sets, but she said, I'm on my way to work in a few.
Kathy says, I think we need part 2 of Hartley.
I think so too. We may have to do some Hartley things, you know? Wow, I love this. I love the way this is coming together. And look, he's using a pencil, y'all. Do you not see the talent? When we think we have to have a whole lot of stuff to create, look what John is doing. He's using a pencil, okay? And paper.
And you know, one thing that's interesting, I was talking to John one time, and he was saying that once he draws something, whether it's this dog or a real human image or what have you, no matter what degree of precision is involved, once he draws that item, he never has to look at it again. He can turn it around into any shape. It doesn't matter because he studied physiology and muscles and stuff like that to such a degree that
wow, that's nice.
It doesn't even matter. That's kind of interesting, John, how you can do that.
Look at that. Kathy Champion said that pencil is in the hands of a master. It sure is.
Thank
so,
you.
John, how long have you been drawing?
I started drawing in kindergarten, and it always came natural to me.
Yeah.
And I kind of like, the feel of the pencil in my hands. I never put the pencil down after that.
Ever since,
So
right?
did you go to conservatories or something like that, or
did you go to college to learn this, or did you
was
take
this a
classes?
God-given talent?
I was always a natural.
Yeah.
I mean, I have studied under other master artists, and even when I was 9, I was on a higher level of just the natural ability at the age of 7 or 9.
Yeah.
But I took a few painting classes. I did my own study research, but I never been to college for it.
Isn't this something else? I'm telling you, this is why we always talk about, John, we always talk about people have gifts within them.
Mm-hmm.
And this is definitely your gift.
Yes, it is.
And I'm so glad you followed your heart.
Mm-hmm.
We're working on Hartley, but I'm glad you followed your heart and did the thing that brings you so much joy, and the amount of joy that you bring to so many people. Because I know when we first started, you didn't really know what like stamp sets were. You just knew.
I don't think he still really knows.
Well, you see the packaging, but the fact that these people are stamping out the images that you created, images that we created together, and you brought a vision out from inside of me,
Right.
It's just so fascinating. And I'm so glad that you actually followed your heart in the thing that the gift, your God, this is a God-given talent that you have.
Right.
And it's just,
right. And
it's in you.
Right. And you have to use your God-given talent, because that's why he gives you a skill or a talent, because he wants you to share it. It's like, some people think it's a bad thing when you have a talent and don't share it with other people or the world. Whether you can draw, dance, cook, sing, rap, if it's a legitimate talent, it's good to share it.
Yeah, it really is. And I'm just glad that you shared this and that we were brought together. We moved, actually. When we first created the book, we were further away, but we still were brought together. Now, years later, we're brought together again. Come to find out, we moved, and John lives like 5 minutes away from us.
3 minutes.
Yeah, we didn't even know that he lived so close to us. And so now, could you imagine, everything just lines up? Because you don't have to have everything figured out. If you have a vision and you start to just move toward that vision, everything will line up for you. And so we're so blessed to have John on our team and being able to do this.
Yeah, everything is so convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Terry T asks, will you be doing other animals as stamp sets?
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
Look at Hartley in detail. This is just amazing. I'm like,
okay,
I'm blown away.
Okay, I'm giving Hartley his dish because, you know, just in case he gets hungry, he can eat, everybody.
Ah, there you go. Can you throw a bone up in there somewhere?
Oh, a bone?
Give a dog a bone.
Okay, here's a bone right in the dish. There's a bone.
Wow,
and
look at that.
And we're gonna put his name right on his dish.
Right on his dish. There you go.
Personal. Make it personal.
Kathy says, thank you, John, for taking the time to be here and share with us. This will make our stamp sets even more real and alive to us in our heart.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, look at that.
Asia says, you would be doing this when I'm at work. My question to you is, Asia, is how are you seeing this?
Right.
If you're at work.
I'm trying to teach. She said, I'm trying to teach kindergarten how to make triangles.
Well, you know, the beauty of it is, and I think I got this from John, no matter what you look at, everything is shapes.
Wow.
So,
yes.
So you learn basic shapes in kindergarten, squares,
shapes and forms,
circles, whatever, lines. You put them together the right way and you'll be doing this. Of course, I can't do this, but.
So is that what it is, John? Everything is shapes and forms?
Yeah, shapes, forms, textures, tones. I mean, everything you look at, everything has that characteristic. I mean, even the cars you drive, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you do some words for us? Because they're fascinated by, when John does the sentiments for us, he actually hand draws those. I mean, seriously.
Mary Brown says Hartley needs a girlfriend. Vicky Jensen
says
Mary,
Hartley needs a girlfriend.
Vicky Jensen says Mary, just to add eyelashes and a bow.
Okay.
With eyelashes and a bow. That is like, oh my goodness, how adorable.
Okay, so shall we make Hartley a girlfriend?
Oh, that'll be nice. That'll be nice. Yeah, yeah. Let's go ahead. Let's go for it. What do y'all think? I'll tear this off.
Should we make Hartley?
Okay.
It said Mrs. Hartley.
Mrs. Hartley.
Okay, we're gonna make Hartley a girlfriend because I think every person or animal needs a mate.
Vicky Jensen says you should sign that.
Oh my goodness.
Did.
He had his little thing on there. Look at that. Oh my
Vicky,
goodness.
as far as John's concerned, he's playing around.
See that? Well, I got my initials
I
on
like
it.
that. Yeah, he has his initials.
Okay, so Hartley's
gonna have a girlfriend.
Okay.
So you see, now that's Hartley with detail. That is just
They're
awesome.
like, please make a Mrs. Hartley.
Wow.
Okay, so
Mrs. Hartley with eyelashes. Oh, it's a little bit delayed. Don't even worry about that. Oh, they're like, yes. Make a Mrs. Hartley.
Okay, Hartley with a girlfriend?
Yeah. Oh, Tracy Lynch says she never got her notification from YouTube that we were live.
YouTube is fired.
Yeah,
okay.
They're just not doing. Yeah.
Vicky Jensen says his playing around is way better than anything that I can do. Laugh out loud. Naomi says, so happy to meet the artist of your stamp sets. God bless him.
Yes, those hands. Okay.
Donna Joe says, would John consider donating the drawings to us?
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Hey, Robin McKenzie is in the craft room today.
Hi, Robin.
Look at Mrs. Hartley.
A tail wagging?
BRJ Create says, look how easily he puts that bone in the bowl. I just love watching someone draw. I'm so amazed.
Me too. I'm over here just like, I can't even read your comments because I'm too busy looking at him.
Brenda Robertson says, I would like to thank you, Tracy, for helping to bring out my talents in making cards, and thank you, John.
Oh, you're so welcome. Every time you use our stamp set, just know that that's John's artistry at work.
Karen Hankerson says, your drawing inspires me to go back to my old school roots.
Oh, nice.
It's Karen's time to go back. Sometimes you got to take it back.
Okay.
There you go. So, John, you see how you're inspiring people?
Look at this.
Donna Savage says, thank you so much for being willing to come and share your talents with us, John. We are so honored.
You're so welcome.
You know, we had to give him breakfast, okay, in order for him to come
Oh,
on. No, but really, not really.
The tail wagging his
We
girl.
didn't. John would come no matter what. That's the nice thing. Oh,
Vicky says she's so adorable.
she is.
Bertha Best
Look
Wilson
at
says,
her.
wow, so much talent.
Thank you.
Look how cute.
Margie says, I'm honored to meet you. Look how cute
So
she
John
is.
does a lot of different forms of art now. Yo, this is not just, I mean, his stuff extends way beyond anything
my
we could
God.
ever imagine. So John, talk about some of the projects that you worked on. Because I remember you said you were doing something at a school one time. And
Books.
Well, besides being a cartoonist, I'm a muralist. I do fine art. I do abstract. I do surrealism. I do impressionism. I do paper mache. I build props for stages. I do a little bit of everything. I do body painting, and every now and then I would be sent to a birthday party, and I would paint the kids' faces.
oh, that's nice.
He's also done portraits of couples and stuff like that. Matter of fact, we've been talking about doing one of me and Tracey.
Yeah, we definitely want to get that done.
Okay, so Hartley.
Look at her. She looks like she has a little fur collar on. That is so cute. Oh my goodness, she's cute.
Yeah, we got to give her a name. Ms. Hartley. Mrs. Hartley.
Mrs. Hartley. I'm sure they'll come up with a name. Okay, look at them. They're gonna type in some names in a moment. Isn't she super cute? Wow.
Okay.
Look, they said this looks like a stamp set. Look at y'all.
Okay.
Ah.
I'm playing around.
So when John does the illustrations for me, he'll actually go back in and ink them up when he does that. Mr. and Mrs. Hartley. Look at that.
I'll just put an arrow through it.
Hortensia. Hazel. I like that one. Hazel, Hortensia. I can't even look. Hortensia. Miss Hartley, Mrs. Hartley. When do we get her in a stamp? Look at y'all getting way ahead of yourselves right now. But that's actually a good idea. Hartina.
Oh.
Hartina.
Hartley.
Heather.
Hartley.
Everyone
That's a
wants
good
something.
one.
Oh, Bailey.
Hartley.
Hartley and Bailey. Roberta Sharp says Valentine's Day. They wouldn't mind getting her for Valentine's Day. We got to think about that.
Hortensia.
Oh, Henrietta.
Hazel.
So what's my next creation?
Oh, they said this will be a great stamp set for Valentine's Day.
Those
John,
two.
let's go ahead and play around with some words.
Sounds good to me.
Let's do some words. Because I'm fascinated by the way your words turn out. That's fine.
All right, now, if anyone likes this, you can hit the thumbs up on it if you like.
Okay.
This is definitely a treat. Okay, I'm really liking this. Huh? Tell them.
I'm really loving this.
You like it, huh?
This is very fun. I haven't.
How you like my craft room, John?
I love it. I haven't done a live setup in a few years.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, just to get back to the basics, doing it again.
Yeah, doing it live. Yeah. So what you're saying is you wouldn't mind coming back again and doing something with us?
Yeah. Come back again and again and again.
Oh, well, there you go.
Let's just cut to the chase. When do we get her?
They want her in the stamp, huh? For those of you that are just tuning in, so here's the first one that John did, right? So he did a Hartley, kind of flipped everything around.
Flipped the head
and
upside
here's
down.
the one that he did now that gets more detail in it. So could you imagine? I mean, this man can really get into some detail. I mean, he can really go like way, just yeah.
Kathy says.
Yeah, shall we go to something more realistic, like quick?
Kathy
Well, let's
says,
do the word.
I love the shading
After the word.
more live Hartley. I want that Hartley on a stamp. As Bill would say,
Oh my goodness.
now.
Really? So what y'all are saying is this shaded Hartley. Would y'all be tired of getting this kind of Hartley? I mean, you already have the one with So y'all saying that just an all Hartley stamp set with his house, his bone, his
Doghouse?
Yeah, we can do the doghouse.
Doghouse?
Yeah, we can do the bone. So y'all thinking about this in a stamp set then? Let me know. They're like, yes, 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 yes. So we do Hartley and Hortense or whatever her name is, Hazel, in a stamp set together. Okay. Sounds like we can do that. See, y'all just created a stamp set, didn't you? So let's go ahead and pull this one aside.
Okay.
And John, you're gonna go ahead and do some words. Let's see how John's words.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do?
Thomas says a Hartley family stamp set.
Oh, okay. Maybe some puppies, little heart puppies.
Really good.
Okay. We're moving too fast.
No, that's good.
Heart puppies.
The whole Hartley and his family, basically.
Yes, says yes, puppies.
It could be a Hartley edition.
Reverend Brown says yes, a dog set.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do.
Okay, so I'm gonna write this down.
I'm gonna do Hartley's name in some fancy commercial script.
Oh, that'd be nice. Okay,
yeah.
We're here for it, John.
Okay.
You go ahead.
Right.
Okay.
We're here for it. Let's see. I'm gonna write this down.
Chris Brown says name her Lovey.
Oh, Lovey.
Everyone says yes, puppies, please.
Y'all, he's using a pencil. He's using a pencil.
Look how straight that is.
I know. I'm just like, really? Wow.
I'll Creates on says, hi everyone. I'm so happy you have stamp sets. I can't wait to purchase some. Love your channel.
Oh,
thank you.
Sweet.
I'll create.
Bill, go ahead and put the link to our stamp sets in there.
There you go.
Well, thanks for joining us. Yes, we actually we're loving this whole journey, and I mean this has been what, a year, not even a year yet, since we started creating the stamp set.
Look how easily he writes that.
So what is this style called, John?
This is called fancy commercial script.
And that's your own.
Because John does
You're coining that yourself, huh?
Right. I can freestyle about 20 different style letters.
Mm-hmm.
I started doing letters when I was like 12 years old. I was kind of practicing with letters.
Man, once you became a teenager, you must have just been like just way over the top as far as your creativity.
Yeah.
This is so cool, John. Doreen Merritt says John is very talented.
Thank you very much.
Nice. Wow.
That's awesome.
Isn't that something else?
Look how level and
with pencil, right?
Even it is.
With pencil.
Man.
Roberta Sharp says, love this. Margie Ryan, what talent. Beautiful, beautiful writing. You see how wonderful? I mean, John, now these are like people who bought our stamp sets who are on here right now. People who followed us for years. So they're like our family. So once we introduce you, you're in the family now. Okay. So I mean, you already knew that. We treat you like family when you come over.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Interesting question. Yeah. Karen Hallgrim says, how did you discover John?
John and I actually, so a friend of mine who has a publishing company asked me if I would write a children's book. And so my answer to her was, I don't write children's books. I read them. And so she said, so I was like, I don't even know how to draw. I don't know how to start. She's like, Tracey, I have someone that can bring out whatever it is that you want. Whatever it is that you possibly want, he can do it.
Yeah,
and I
Tracey
was like,
turned to me and said, can I do that, Bill? And I told her, yes, you can. I always give that answer.
So the book, here's the book. Where is my sneaker? John, you remember this, right?
Yeah. Because
we were thinking of putting a dinosaur on the shirt, took the dinosaur off with so many different things. So you see me and John's name side by side.
Mm-hmm.
And the nice thing is that He asked the questions. How do you want the boy's hair to be? How do you want his shirt? How old do you want him to be? What do you want the dog to look like? What about the sneakers? So it's all this discussion going back and forth. And when I tell you, he put that boy in there and he brought out the exact thing that I was thinking. It was just so like, it was so fascinating.
And let me ask you a question, everyone.
And so the mom, I remember you said, why don't you be the mom in the book? And I said, if you take 10 pounds off of me.
Who is this?
I said, this is me with my old hair. I said, if you can take 10 pounds off me, I'll be in the book. Okay, so John actually ended up making me the mom in the book. That's how I became the mom of the little boy.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that was me with my old hairstyle. So I thought it was...
Anyway, here you go.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's how we ended up meeting, and then years later, never knowing, never
Here's
even
Tracey back
thinking
in the
about,
day.
never thinking about doing a stamp set at all. Like it just was not in the cards that John and I will be brought together again to now create these wonderful stamp sets. Felicia says he looks like my 9-year-old. Oh, he looks like your 9-year-old? Yeah. Oh, you said, can you still get the book? Yeah, you sure can. You would have to go to
Well, here, I'll find it.
Our Rainbow Press.
I'll put the link in.
Okay, Bill's going to put the link in. Yeah, you can still get the book. So that was my first book, and I just absolutely, John made the process easy for me. So John, someone said,
John,
you're going to do something with more words?
Yeah.
Let's see some other style of words that you would do. I think I like that one style with the...
I could do something in calligraphy. See, I've never done calligraphy for you. I guess...
Oh, you sure haven't?
I can do calligraphy. It's a little more... It's a little... Which I guess we always do it in a way that's simplified.
Yeah.
But I'll do a little calligraphy.
Let's do a little calligraphy, and then we'll let you go ahead and just freestyle something that you want to do, you know?
Okay. Okay, here we go.
Now, this book, by the way, while he's getting started on that, was actually one of the most distributed books down here in Georgia. I was pretty surprised. In fact, Tracey ended up being one of the keynote speakers. It was held at Kennesaw University. I forgot the name of the other author who was there. The one before that, he had the guy who wrote The Very Hungry Caterpillar. The one before that.
Yeah, it was actually...
Okay, this is fancy calligraphy.
It's been a wonderful journey. Oh, wow, that's going to be nice, John.
Yeah, this is a B. I was doing calligraphy when I was like 9.
Really?
I was practicing it, in Alaska.
Oh, that's a whole nother story. What were you doing in Alaska?
Well, my dad was in the Army, so we did a little traveling.
Oh,
Been all over the place.
Been all over, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks for your dad's service.
Thank you.
Oh, Davita, this is her first time here.
Who?
Davita. She's on here now.
Also,
first time.
Also, Nadara Bruce.
Oh, nice.
Hi, Nadara Bruce.
Wow. I'm just fascinated. If y'all hear me being quiet, it's because I'm watching this whole process unfold, okay?
Is that Lavita or Lavita? Oh, Davita.
I really like this.
I bet you're thinking, how come we never do calligraphy? But we normally try to keep it simplified.
We try to keep it simplified, but I'm liking this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Roberta Shop said, was that my Brentwood hairdo? Actually, that was my first moving to Georgia hairdo back in 96, I believe it was.
Rob McKenzie says, I would like to see a farm set. Cow, horse, chicken, goat, sheep.
Oh, John could do that
maybe
all
a
day
fence,
long.
pail, hay, all that kind of stuff.
John could do all that all day long. Marlene, watch, you're late to the party.
Hold up. Monet B says, where in Alaska, John?
Oh, they're in Alaska? Which part?
That's what she's asking.
You.
Where were you at?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, we stayed in. I'm trying to remember because we left when I was real young. We stayed in. I think it was Fort Richardson, Alaska. Yeah, it was Fort Richardson. Mm-hmm. Even though we've been to Fairbanks, we've been to what's that part in Alaska? So you got Fairbanks. You got Anchorage, Alaska. We've been to Anchorage. We've been to Mount McKinley. Mm-hmm. We've been all over Alaska. And I even had work. I even had some of my work in the Diamond Mall, in Alaska. We used to set up and I used to sell prints of my work.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
I get it.
Yeah, because my math teacher, his name was Mr. Jensen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This
is that the teacher that inspired you?
Well, he did. Well, he realized that I had a little something special.
Isn't that something else? How someone sees this thing in you, and he knows he knew that you had something.
Right.
Did you know that you had something?
I knew it. I was just trying to tap into it a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I knew I had something.
You had something.
I was like, okay, I see I got a little something here. I like the way it feels. Plus I'm very visual, so I'm creative.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I get joy from doing it. So, and I do it pretty decently. So I might as well just keep it
going.
Continue it. Yeah.
So in high school, were you like the kid that they were like, oh, John, draw me a picture? Were you that kind of guy?
Yeah. Back in high school, there were a lot of like very talented artists, but my art teacher, her name was Jamie Ivy.
Yeah.
I was one of her favorite students.
I can see why. Okay.
Yeah. Because even though a lot of other artists were very talented.
Yeah.
I guess in her mind, what separated me from other students was the fact that I can draw stuff without looking. And I had speed.
You know what? That's what fascinates me about you.
I had speed.
When we sit down and do these stamp set images, we're not looking at something else. Mm-hmm. He's pulling it out of his head while I'm describing it to him what I would like to see. And then if it hits, then it's a win. It gets on the stamp set. And I think what our thing is, we come up with so many different ideas that it's hard to that's why y'all get 2 stamp sets sometimes when we release them. Y'all get 2 stamp sets because we just can't. We just keep going.
Right.
It just keeps going and keeps going. So we end up. That'd be nice in the word beauty.
Roberta Sharp says the more styles you show, the more we want.
So we're gonna have to do. Yeah, I'm gonna have John do a sentiments one for us, with really thick words.
I like that.
Krista Cobb says your calligraphy is beautiful, John.
Is it?
Thank you very much.
Let's do another style. Let's see what other style you can do for us.
Teresa Hall. Another note while y'all were thinking of that. She says if you do a tractor set, it would thoroughly impress my husband.
A tractor set.
a tractor.
Okay. Some people are. I was always fascinated by the way trains look when I was coming up. Especially the old-fashioned choo-choo train, traditional style. The way it was built, it was so creative. Now you see a train, it's okay, but it's not as creative. But it seems like
it doesn't have the same character.
Characteristics with the form.
Show us what your train would look like. Is that possible to do something like that?
I
know I'm putting you on the spot.
No, anything's possible with John's creative art.
That's what we're talking about. Anything.
This is off the top of his head, y'all. This is not he's looking at something.
Oh, Luis Castillo. Castillo. Sorry, Louise. She said, Tracey, is John your artist for stamps? Yes. He created all the stamps. And I know many of y'all wanted to meet him. And I thought it would be nice for him to share his skill because it's an awesome, awesome skill that he has. And we're just glad to highlight him today and uplift him and say, John, we appreciate your creativity.
Okay.
Oh, trains. Yeah. So they love this saying, oh my goodness, a train. Sure. Train stamp.
Yeah. Yeah. To me, a choo-choo train is to me it's eye candy. The way it's built, the way it's created.
Yeah.
Tracey Lentz says, trains. I'm working on a train album.
Oh, nice.
Teresa Hall says a train stamps would be cool.
Look, I already got it written down.
Hi, Madonna Friedman. She said you
Hartley's
do amazing
family.
work, John.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Madonna, how are you?
That's saying something because Madonna Friedman does amazing work, John. So
She's an artist
if
too. Okay.
Madonna says you do amazing work, you do amazing work, okay?
Thank you.
So John does signs also. And when you see his signs, you're like, did he use a template? Nope.
Davida Lane says John seems like such a sweet and humble person. It makes his art even that much more special.
Oh,
No.
thank you.
Patricia Ross says he's good. He's like a Luther Vandross singing the alphabet. Just anything.
Say I'm hitting the right notes with this pencil, right?
Right, exactly.
Vicky Jensen says, look, trains, planes, and automobiles.
Oh my goodness. That would be a nice one, wouldn't it? Y'all are too funny. Sounds like a movie to me.
Miss Superclutch says, wow, oh my God. Thanks, John, for sharing your God-given talent.
Thank you.
Look, John always says, oh, I struggle with circles. Y'all look at the circle that he's doing.
I cannot do a perfect circle.
Kira Curtis from West Australia says, good morning. God certainly gives us all emerging talents. I love your work.
Yes. You got people all over the world tuning in right now,
Billy
John.
Sam says, keep hitting the notes, John.
I shall. Indefinitely.
So you were working on a book right now, right? You're working on some illustrations for a book? Just trying to give them all the different things that you do.
Yeah, I illustrated a book. I think it was two weeks ago for a professor at a university, and she has another book I'm going to illustrate in a week or two.
So it's nice for them to know all the different varieties that you do. I know you had done a oh, wait a minute, when you did that playground at the children's and drew stuff on the rocks and the trees and stuff, that I thought that was really fascinating. Y'all don't, I mean, his level of talent just...
John has so many books he's illustrated for that have won like all types of awards, national awards. It's just defies imagination. I can't even name them all.
Look, they're like, keep that train in mind for a stamp set. Y'all are too funny.
See, we're gonna put a little something up in
Thank
here.
you, Louise Castillo.
I see Louise's
she says
comment.
it's okay. Everyone mixes up my name, and it's okay because Bill, that's
Bill
me.
gets it right.
I finally got a name right.
They said, does John have a channel? John, do you have a YouTube channel? Y'all know I've been trying to get him to make one.
I'm working on one.
It would be awesome.
I'm working on one as we speak.
Because I think people would love to just watch you just kind of freestyle some stuff. You don't even have to
maybe even
have it all planned out. Just freestyle it, you know?
Yep.
Mickey Jensen says, my circle is like a flat tire, more like a blowout.
There it is. John's Creative Art.
Sandra Hobbs says, are you for hire?
Yes, I am.
Well, there you go.
And that's what it is, right? John's Creative Art, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Roberta Shop says, I know the camera's probably backwards, but looking at John's hands, is John left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
He's right-handed, so the camera is actually showing what's really there.
Yeah, if I tried drawing with my left hand, it would look like a 3-year-old did it.
It would look like me, basically.
That's right. We got to have some puff.
Carol Curtis has ever thought of doing a large stamp like the train he's just doing? What do you mean? Was just the train on that?
No, you would still have the other ones, but you can do the larger releases. I've seen people do the larger stamp sets. Now we've thought about it. That would be nice inked up, John.
You want me to ink it?
Yeah, let's put some ink on this so they can really see.
So this will be the next thing that he does, usually after he does it with pencil.
Right, after he does we start out in pencil when we create the stamp sets, and then after that he puts the ink down, and then Bill gets
Then I take over from there.
Takes over, so.
Okay. This one.
Isn't that train awesome? Y'all don't understand. John was like, well, what are we gonna do? I said, you just do you. Basically.
Davita Lane says, John, do you do portraits?
I do it all.
Yeah, he does, and they look just like whatever it is. If he has a look at now he draws from nothing, from seeing nothing. But if he looks at you, you best believe it's a done deal.
Yes, as a matter of fact, after this train, I'll actually make up the face from scratch.
That'd be nice.
And make it look like it was a person that posed for me.
Oh, wow. So you're just gonna randomly just.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be nice. Yes, please give this video a thumbs up. John is doing a great job, and he's just kind of doing this.
Vicky,
off the top of his
Vicky
head.
Jensen says, I wrote a couple of children's books years ago, but could never find an illustrator, so I never did anything with them.
Oh,
You got one now.
Well, there you go, Vicky.
I'm right here.
there you go. So, who was it that said, does John do portraits? Okay, so
That was Davita Lane.
serious inquiries only. If you want to get in touch with John, it would have to be by email, John.
That's fine.
Where would they email
What was
you
your
to?
email?
Okay, I'm getting ready to write it down.
Hi, Ron Marquise. Ron Marquise says, I'm so bummed I have to miss meeting John. I'm at work.
Oh,
You do wonderful work with Tracey, John. I'll catch the replay later. Mary Bruss says, hey, well, this train is almost ready for our stamp sale.
John, don't be not checking your emails now.
Yeah, I gotta stay on top of
Floyd
that.
John. Oh, Floyd John Jr. at Gmail.
.com.
Okay.
Yes, Davita Lane, she says, so we can contact John if we want him to do a picture for our YouTube banner.
I can't believe I just scratched through the first one.
Oh, that's all right.
Anyway, y'all caught that, right?
They got it.
Right, and all John's stuff is not computer generated. It's hand drawn. Yeah, so just keep that in mind.
So you would have to convert it into whatever file you needed.
Floyd Jr. John at gmail.com.
Hold John. I'm typing it in.
Bill's gonna put that in there for you. Oh, Nalita says, absolutely love the train. Reminds me of the one that used to pass by our house every morning when I was a little girl. Amazing work.
All right, John, you can move it.
Okay.
All right, John.
Making sure. It's
So you're using a Sharpie right now, John, which that's one of my favorite things to use when I'm doing my card making.
Yeah, I
and
like
y'all,
it.
John has told me that my coloring is awesome. And when John says my coloring is awesome, I'm just like, I'm so flattered. I'm flattered because, he's like, your shading is like great. Because he's seen some of the cards because he wasn't sure, like, he knew we were creating images for stamp sets. But then when I show him like the cards that I make, he's like, oh, that's how you use them to make it. So,
Yeah, because your technique looks like the ones in the store.
Wow, thank you so much.
I'm like, okay, she's got a little.
I got a little something going on, right?
Yeah,
it's amazing how straight your hand is.
Yeah, your hand is so steady.
I could never go that fast. It's just like.
Yeah, but when you've been doing this for decades,
yeah,
it's just like it's like you could do it in your sleep.
Right.
Maybe I need to go to sleep and draw. It'd be better. Ms. Superclass says, how blessed are we that we not only get to see what he creates, but have the privilege to watch him create. Thank you so much for doing this. You're so rock.
Thank you.
Hey, Mary Bross says to Tracey, we tell you your coloring is awesome, but you don't listen to us.
I do listen to y'all.
Who are we with? Nobody, huh? We chop meat or something? I understand, Mary. I say that all the time. I feel your pain.
John worked on a coloring book too, didn't you, John?
Bertha West Wilson says, "Look at the
Yeah.
conductor in the train."
Yeah, about a year ago.
Yeah, he did a coloring book for someone as well.
Yeah. Now me and that client, we still keep contact because here and there she would hire me to do an additional page or two.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, I'm working on one for her in my spare time.
And it seems like every time John comes over, he's like working on something that's so interesting. You said you're going to be doing something like with a van or something, or a car, someone's car. Are you painting?
I have a client. She owns a daycare center, and I've done all their signs and logos. But she wants me to paint their whole entire van. See, I do a little handyman work too.
That's going to be really interesting to see.
So you know what's really interesting? It's like whatever you want John to paint or draw, it doesn't matter what is on. Some kind of way he's going to make that happen.
Yeah, I could paint it on your vehicle. I could paint it on a tablecloth. Let's see, I could paint it on the pavement. I mean, yeah, because when I used to go to New York, I had a few jobs where I painted on the pavement.
You even did it on trees, and you showed us the images at the daycare, like tree stumps.
On trees, yeah.
When I saw that, I was like, "Wow!"
It was the outside of a like a daycare center, and they have these trees and tree stumps. And on the tree, he had like the thing like a door. It looked like you could walk right in it or something. It was so incredible.
Okay. You need more?
Yeah, I was gonna use the back of that.
They might have a little bit on it.
Lolita Scaretti says, if you make that a stamp, I would definitely buy it.
Okay, I have it written down, y'all.
Hi, Kathleen German. She just got here.
I probably need to get more, don't I?
What?
I need more paper because they're fascinated that he did this with a Sharpie and a pencil.
You gonna get in there, or you need it from? Oh, you need it from downstairs.
Let me see if John can use this. Oh,
what is that? Computer paper? Yeah, I can use that.
You can use that? You sure? I mean, I can run down and get a drawing.
No. This is good.
We'll show them for people who are tuning in. Let me just show you the other ones that John did.
Okay.
He first started with this, and that was Hartley. He was recreating Hartley on that the Love You stamp set.
But he flipped the head upside down. The image is upside down.
Then he decided, you know what? Let me take it to another level. Give Hartley more detail. Look how cute that is. I mean, that is just. And then you did the one with the Hartley and his girlfriend. John, get that one over there. The Hartley and his
beautiful
Hartley
other half. Better half.
And his other half.
His boo thing.
Vicky says, get the whole pad.
They're like, oh my goodness.
Hold up. Hey, this is funny. Hold on. Someone says, John. Oh, okay. John, I think you have to quit your day job and go work just for Tracey with all the requests. Actually, Linda, Sam, John has so many requests, not just us. I'm talking about from big institutions, colleges, just all types of people. I can't even name all the people. I'm talking a lot of big personalities, artists that you probably have seen on TV. A lot of big personalities.
Oh, Mark side, is that Mark? Mark says he did a coloring book video on his channel.
There you go.
Okay, so John, you're gonna do something. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna do a portrait of somebody's face.
Is that enough paper? Is that size enough? Big enough for you? Or you want something bigger?
No, I think this is fine.
Okay. Yes. There you go.
So you just gotta make the person's face up off the top of your head then.
Yeah.
While you're getting ready, Louise Cassidy says, Tracey and Bill, how was your trip back home? I hope you had a wonderful time. We did have a wonderful time. Coming back home was like going through a dimension portal, like in a movie. It almost seems like I wasn't there in Washington, D.C., but it was wonderful. We really enjoyed ourselves.
It really was. It was fun. We had a great time.
Glenda says, draw me. Davita Lane says, I had to film today, but that is on the back burner now. I'm sitting down to watch John. I'm so impressed.
This is better than TV, y'all. Let's see. They need a kitty stamp set. Yeah, we need a kitty stamp set.
We got a lot to go. If you saw
see the list that we have,
of all the
yeah.
stuff we have coming up, and it keeps growing.
Yes, it does. Yes, it was fun spending time with Chelsea.
Hold up, Pamela Tabor says, did Manny get his macaroni and cheese?
Yes, he did. I made macaroni and cheese. I did lasagna for them while I was there.
Tracy was like, I don't have all the stuff here. Manny disappeared, came back with all types of cheese, shells,
Right, like,
anything.
Yeah, he sure did.
Here, take this.
He ran out of that. They was like so fast, you know.
And it was raining and everything. He didn't care.
Y'all, can y'all see what he's using? What tools are what tools are he using? What tools
does he have?
Right. Look what tools.
A pencil
and paper.
You can actually walk down the street and find a pencil sometimes. And if he didn't have that paper, he probably could pick up anything. Paper bag, whatever.
Vicky Jensen said, yes, kitty stamps. Look, I have it written down, y'all. It's written down. Roberta Sharp said that shading is it. Isn't it, Roberta?
Oh, he's just at the beginning right now, y'all. He's just kind of coming to terms with what his mind is
envisioning.
Right. That's the word I needed. Kathleen German says horse stamps.
Some horses.
Y'all understand John's level is just, he's got so many different styles that he does. I don't think he is a style he cannot do, you know. Oh, Kathleen was wondering, who is this?
This is John Floyd Jr.
Look, Carmina, thank you, Carmina. Carmina's like, this is John, who draws to make the stamps for Tracy and Bill. Yes, it is.
Amongst other things that he does.
Yeah.
Ron McKinney says, yes, horses.
Krista, you funny. Okay, Krista said, he are using pencil and paper. And awesome creativity. Yes, he is.
Yeah, this is my basic initial weapon of construction.
Lane says in large letters, John, get that YouTube channel up and running.
Yes. What did you just say, John? I didn't hear what you just said. I'm so fascinated with your drawing right now. I'm just not even like.
Kathy Shepard says, I would definitely love to see a stamp set with more shading.
Nice.
Okay, more realistic.
Yeah. Well, that's what we've got, some stuff planned for 2020. I wanted to kind of do some of the basic things first before we went into more detail.
I love that.
And just so, in case y'all don't know, we're releasing a stamp set on Friday at 12 noon. Yep, we got another stamp set coming out. Oh, they think this is amazing, John.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at this. Oh, they said, wait till y'all see which one this is. Don't try to guess what it is. I know when I say don't try to guess, they're going to go ahead and guess.
Steve says, Kathy and Steve says they would like to see more shading. And Steve says, me too, because more shading would help with coloring.
Nice. Wow, John, this is just incredible.
Linda Sam said this is from another level.
Yes, this is.
Thank you. All right, so let's.
Oh, they said it's Pat here, Cajun Sunshine.
I don't think Pat's here.
Oh, Eleanor Reyes says, where do you go to buy your stamp sets? Our store is, Bill's going to put it in the comments, or Kathy.
But it's Mindless Crafting.
It's mindlesscrafting.com. All those images that you see on those stamps are hand drawn. They are not computer generated. A lot of work goes into creating them. And John, who is our artist, is here with us today. So when y'all saw that new stamp set, the one with the bat, that's the Halloween one, the bat with the candy corn. John is the one who was like, well, we can make a bat with a candy corn body, and I was like, what kind of shenanigan is that? And he was like, let me show you. And once he says, let me show you, I know that John is gonna just do something awesome. So for those of you that didn't see it, let me see if I have that stamp set up here.
Ricky Jensen says, I'm gonna need another craft room just for y'all stamp sets.
You see why we keep things just keep getting created, because John just keeps doing it over and over, creating winning images that we absolutely love. I'm just going to show him the candy corn bat just really quick, John, that you created. This bat right here. And I was like, make him look cutesy. And John did it. So this was our new
What he did it was the
stamp
candy
set.
corn.
Yeah, that's the only bat that you would have a taste for.
Right.
Candy
like that,
corn
John.
bat.
So yeah, he did that candy. All the images on here are done by John, but that candy corn bat is the one where he's like, let me show you what I can do. And so sure enough, there you go. It happens every time, John. You're like, let me show you.
Sometimes John has to really twist Tracy's arm.
Huh?
Try this.
He really does it. Once I see it, it's a done deal. Yeah, once I see
John,
it,
I don't know. By the
it's a
time
done
it's done,
deal.
Tracy's like, yes!
And then you get on board.
Oh yeah, once John says, let me show you.
You have to see it.
Because I don't have it all figured out, to tell you the truth. I just don't have it all figured out. So I'll have the vision in my mind, but when he puts it on paper, there's nothing like seeing it, because I'm a visual person.
Right.
There's nothing like seeing it. So once you put it on there and you're like, do this, and then I'll say, well, change around this. John has his eraser nearby. He will change it. He'll change it right out and then just rework something, and then we just go on from there, you know? Yes, I sure am. Vicki Jensen says you are so blessed to have such a talented artist to do your stamps.
Thank
you. Stamp sets are not easy to create. There's a lot that goes into them, even with the whole process of, like we told y'all, they are photopolymer, so they're high quality stamp sets. So imagine we're getting a great artist to come in and create whatever we need to create. And then we actually have a great company that helps to manufacture the stamp set and does a good job every time. John, I am really liking this.
This is what we do. Bringing her to life.
So if I said clean lines, keep it simple, he already knows, right, John?
Mm-hmm.
Keep it simple. But look at the detail of what he's drawing right now and the shading on her hair. Oh my goodness. I feel like taking a drawing class from you.
Okay.
Oops, sorry, John. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And is that a mole right on her face?
Beauty mark.
Oh, that's so cute.
Kind of like Madonna got one right here.
Yeah.
Janet Jackson,
that.
I think Janet Jackson got one.
Look at the eyes. Yeah.
Because Richard Ross says that too.
Yeah.
Bertha Miss Wilson, John, she wants to know, do you ever draw at street fairs?
Every now and then.
Mm-hmm. John is a busy man.
You ever drawn for the police? The FBI, how they'll say, hey.
I've considered it.
Mm-hmm.
I've considered, but I don't know.
So you've been approached.
There's so
before.
much you can do, huh?
I mean, well, you know, people have put that in front of my face, like, you know, you should draw suspects for the police department. It's okay. I don't think I like their environment. You know, I need a more creative environment.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone. But I could see, because the fact that you can look at something and then you've got it memorized and then you can just pull it out over and over again, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Kathy says, are noses the hardest part of the face? Or not
They're
really?
asking you, John.
Nah, nothing's really, well, I mean, it's not hard for me because I've been studying the human anatomy since I was, you know, I say about 8 or 9. I studied, you know, the skeletal system, the muscles, the human anatomy, and I also studied anatomy of animals, you know.
Yeah.
And where the muscles connect to the bones. So I got the anatomy.
So you can actually
down to a
do
science.
something from the inside. If someone said, "Oh, let me see the skeletal structure of
this face
of
right
someone
here
with a pear-shaped face or whatever,"
or if someone was to give you a picture of a person and says, "Now here's the face. Get rid of the outside and just show me the muscles on the side of the skull."
Right. Now it might look a certain way to some people or morbid, but I can look at a person's, you know, like bone structure in their face and their structure, and I can just I could pretty much strip everything down just to the skull. I mean, that's just how much study.
That would be something.
That's just how much study.
Wow.
That
yeah.
I've taken on.
Yeah.
Now
that's some talent right there.
Now, if you want me to demonstrate it, like quick.
Huh?
Right.
Wait a minute.
No, just finish this right quick.
No, I'm talking about once I do this.
I mean, if that's something that, did you all want to see that? So you're saying the skeletal structure.
To some people, it might be kind of morbid. You stripping. Okay, like for example, I can strip her face just down to the skull. I could take the muscle off.
Right.
I could take the skin off, the hair off, and I could just reduce it to her skull.
Look, everybody's like, yes, please. Look how morbid y'all are. What kind of morbid, crafty
Especially
people?
Davita Lane. Just kidding, Davita.
They said, sounds like another Halloween stamp set.
Yeah, see?
I'm in awe too, Miss Superclutz. So, okay, so John, you got it. They want to challenge you to do that.
Hold on.
It's not even a challenge.
How deep he goes into this.
It's not even a challenge. It's what I do.
It's what you do, right? There you go. Okay, so once we finish this one and put the detail on it,
then I'll strip her down, and then you're gonna probably think I'm weird once you strip it down.
But like, we ain't open the door for John anymore. It's John at the door. Turn off the lights.
Hiding underneath tables.
Oh yeah.
Isn't this gorgeous?
Yeah.
So y'all said now he's pulling this out of his head now. Could you imagine if he actually had a picture in front of him? I've seen your charcoal drawings, John, before. I think you did one with, it was a woman, and I was like, is that a black and white photo? And you were like, no, that I drew that. Just so amazing.
Yeah, see, that was, what was her name? Not Geraldine, the dancer, the singer, Josephine Baker. It was
Josephine Baker?
That was Josephine Baker.
Okay.
That
I
was in
remember
charcoal.
seeing you do that.
That was in charcoal.
I was like, wow.
Chris DeCobb says she would absolutely love a stamp set that has empty faces and they have other stamps with hair, lips, noses, and eyes to build your own face. That would be an awesome stamp set.
Look, you see me writing all this stuff down, okay? I find this interesting as well. This is something else. John, this is gorgeous.
Thank you.
This is absolutely beautiful. Wow. And that just about took you like, didn't take
about
you
10 minutes. About 10 minutes.
Goodness.
That's what I'm saying. This was me back in high school. I always had speed.
Yeah.
So that's what also separated me from the other students. They were talented, very talented, but it took them forever on pieces, which is good. But I was like a Speedy Gonzalez to my art teacher. She's like, how did you do that so fast?
Wow.
And then make it look like you took a week on it.
So you had, so basically, by the time you were a teen, if you started drawing and you knew that you had this thing, and you already had, by the time you were a teen, you probably already had about 10 years of just.
Right.
So did you study like the encyclopedias and stuff, like drawings in the because I would always be stuck on the dog section in the encyclopedia, or the horses. I love the horses, the cat, and the dog section in the Childcraft encyclopedia.
He probably just studied whatever he saw.
Right. So like when you go outside, are you one of those people like, oh, that would be a great portrait? Or, I mean, where does your inspiration come from?
Well, we're all visual, it's like eye candy, anything that appeals to the eye, anything I look at, I study it because it's part of my profession. You got to know if you're going to be a master artist, you got to study your environment. You got to study trees, animals. You got to study structural values, textures, tones. You gotta master it all, especially if you're going to call yourself an artist on a certain level.
So tell them which forms that you do paint, right? You paint.
Yeah,
paintings? You do paintings and stuff?
I work in acrylics. I work in oils, pen and inks. I do temporary tattoo designs and henna.
The watercolor.
Yeah, I do. I use watercolor. Let's see.
What chalk?
Yeah, I have used chalk and let's see what else. Pastels. Pastels, and I mean, I just try to experiment with different mediums.
Right. See, now I wanted y'all to see John in a different light because he may do these images for us, but look at the level of talent. He's so much more than just this. There's so many different facets of his creativity. And for me, John, especially, one of the hardest things is for people as a creative is people to like, not that you want them to like your stuff, but you want to follow whatever that thing is, that talent that's deep down inside of you. You've decided to share it. And people will say, oh, it's, it's such a struggle, or you practiced for years. I mean, this is beyond practice.
Decades.
It's just, hey, how do you know what I look like?
That's a good one.
This is Asia look like. Asia.
Okay, now we know what she looks like. She's
that
pretty.
Detail in the hair is amazing.
Margie Ryan says, is this your career? Of course it is.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
This is what he does.
Yep.
24/7. It must be wonderful to actually know that when you wake up or go to sleep, it doesn't matter. You're going to be doing a thing that you've been blessed with and that you love.
Yeah.
Because so many of us are trapped in that thing in life where we just don't love it. We don't want to do it, but we have to. We feel we have to. Roberta said, "Can you draw Tracey a bigger list?" Yeah, it looks like the list is going to grow, y'all. Oh, bye. Madara Bruce has to leave. John, I could tell you're an artist by the way you held the pencil. You can make money from the police department by being a sketch artist. Wow. Hope to see and hear everyone again. Bye, Madara Bruce. To be able to do your passion, that's what it's all about, So John, they want to see that skeletal strip down. The skeletal strip down structure. I need to get you some more paper, huh?
Okay, no, I'm gonna strip her down.
You gonna erase that?
No, I'm gonna strip her down to the skull. So beware.
So do you need this right here?
It's kind of graphic.
One of these?
No.
Are you gonna do on her face?
No, I'm gonna strip her down.
Oh Lord, it's so cute.
I'm gonna show you just by her bone structure, how her skeleton would look if everything was just stripped off.
Okay, wow. That's interesting.
It's a little graphic, so
do y'all want to hang out for this?
I don't want you to think I'm weird if I got the ability to do this.
No, you go ahead and do it. You go ahead and do it, John. We're here for it.
We're warning you.
He's warning you. Sign off if you don't want to see this.
Okay.
Wow.
Right here is where the jawline hits. Where the cheekbones hit. That part's going to come in. That part's going to come in. The part where her inner jaw connects, the mandible. This part's going to come in because we're going to strip it down.
Guys, we're stripping down.
Okay. Nasal bone. That's the nasal bone. So we're going to take away all. I'm like a doctor operating here.
If anyone's buffering, just refresh the screen.
Okay.
Oh, Robin McKenzie said, thank you so much for sharing your talent with us, John.
You're welcome. Okay. I'm pronouncing the orbitus maxibus.
Look, Patricia Ross said I done sat up. Look, everybody's sitting up like this now. Me too. If y'all see me go silent, it's not because.
Okay, I'm taking her eyeballs out of the sockets. I'm taking her eyeballs out of the sockets.
Look, someone said that he would be a great forensics artist. I agree, Vicky.
Okay, I took the eyeballs out. Stripped that down. I took the meat off her face. Because we're all made of meat, of course.
Y'all can see Tracy's face right now. She has her mouth slightly open, like she's looking like, oh my God.
Okay,
she sees it happening.
We're taking the eyeballs out of the sockets. So I've studied the skeletal structure for years. I studied the anatomy.
I see. You were a child.
I know where all the ligaments.
Wow.
I know where all the ligaments connect the muscle.
So even
all the cartilage, and the cartilage connects the bone.
So even if the person were to smile, laugh, frown, whatever, you could tell what each muscle would do in conjunction with the other muscle.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been studying that for decades.
And then put the skin on top. So you actually see that in your imagination as you draw the image. Because most obviously you don't draw the muscular underneath, but when you're drawing, you envision what the muscles are doing as you construct the image of the face that people see.
Right.
Isn't that deep?
Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
Okay, now.
Look, Asia's like, whoa, wow.
Okay, now
What?
we're.
Me too, Asia.
Okay, now we're showing the teeth. You know, I took off her lips. I took the lips off. Strip those off.
Man.
Bertha West Wilson says, John, you are just different from other people and great at it.
Yes,
that is
he
just
is.
a gift given to you from above.
Yep. We already knew it. I told Bill, I said, when we do these stamp sets, I said, when he did the first one, I was like, John is something else. We need to have him along this journey with us, because I could see already that the level of talent, you know. It's just, I'm just fascinated right now.
Okay. Okay, we're getting the lower jaw. Man, getting the lower jaw in. We're exposing. Now I'm coming with the molars. I could have been a dentist. We're coming with the molars in the back.
Oh my goodness.
And you know what's really interesting? I was talking to John once, and he was telling me once he gets that basic skeletal structure underneath, it wouldn't matter if this person opened her mouth, anything, it would be the same shape, but with just, you know, with an open mouth.
Wow.
Mary Brown says, we don't want that stamp, sir.
Since y'all want to add this to the list, okay?
Don't put that.
Wow.
Kathy, a champion, says, I feel like I'm watching an episode of The Walking Dead.
Okay, so we're gonna shave all her hair off, y'all.
Oh my goodness, not the hair.
She was so cute.
She was cute.
But we could have a skull with some hair, but
no, you go ahead and do your thing.
Okay, we're taking off all her hair.
Oh, thank you so much, Joanne Gilbertson. She said, hi, Tracy and Bill and John. I love your stamp sets. Hair's gotta go, y'all. Why do you give us such a beautiful
She was
portrait?
so cute. You just desecrated Asia Rutledge. Asia looks just like you. Just kidding, Asia.
Okay, we're going to take away the muscles out of her neck, and we're going to strip it down to the vertebrae of the neck. Or shall we say the vertebraeus maximus.
Wow. Robin, we're fascinated too. She said, hello, everyone. Sorry if I missed anyone before. I am just so engrossed watching John.
Sorry.
Karen Hankins said, have you thought medical illustration?
It's a thought, because I do like because I enjoy looking at medical illustrations of other artists and how they render the anatomy. It would be a interesting field to get into. I mean, it does captivate my attention and my imagination when I see it.
So for those of you that just come, this is not just a random skeleton. This is the actual skeleton
of
underneath.
You'll have to go back
the
and
image you saw before.
You'll definitely have to go back and watch this.
I wish I could show it to you, but he stripped the actual photo down to this. So you'll have to rewatch it to see what it was, what she was.
Roberta Sharp, I believe that as well. She said, I have to go. Love this. John, you are excellent. So much talent. Tracy, you are blessed to have such a talented graphic artist. Yes, I am. Okay.
Thank you, Roberta.
Okay, now this is what the subject thinks of me now, since I stripped her down and stripped away all her.
First she was like, thanks, John. Now it's like, come on, John.
I took away her beauty, so this is how she feels right now.
Wow.
Chris Cobb said if people came in late to the live now, they would be thinking someone hacked your YouTube.
Yeah. You know, I tell you what. Okay, look at the bright side. I left your beauty mark.
Wow, really?
I left you a precious beauty mark on your skull.
That's his morbid sense of humor.
Yes, Jennifer, you'll have to go back and watch. He's the one that created creates the stamp sets, the images for the stamp sets. Yes.
Wow.
Bertha Best Wilson says, "How old are you, John?"
I just turned 54 October the 7th.
He's a youngin', y'all.
Exactly.
I'm a Libra trying to keep it all balanced.
There you go.
Trying to keep this thing and the creativity balanced.
The leader says, "Actually, that'd be a great Halloween stamp."
Wow, John, this has been something else. I didn't know, I know you had told me you can do this, but wow.
Kathy Shepard says, "You sound so young. I thought you were about 24.
Okay.
There you go.
And he'll take that.
Complimentary.
Steve says his daughter would love that.
I think this would be awesome.
For Halloween?
High schoolers would love stuff like this. Middle schoolers, high schoolers would really you really want to captivate them like this,
So what's my next?
Well, there you go.
What's my next?
Let's see, we're at 80 minutes. You want to keep going? Jessica. Jessica is an artist, John.
Hello, fellow artists.
Jessica is awesome. See this butterfly back here? She did this.
Oh, she did that?
Yes, she did.
I thought you bought that.
Exactly.
Yeah, she did
this.
She did this. She's on here now.
And she did this on a clipboard.
Yeah.
Right. Let me see kind of what that is.
Yeah, Jessica.
It's a yacht.
Mackenzie.
See, that's where I need to be. On the ocean.
Y'all see that?
With a bottle of wine.
There you go.
So Jessica did this.
That's great. That looks good.
Yes, it does. So, John, let's go ahead and try something related to like a landscape or something. Landscape, outdoorsy. I don't know.
Just a landscape.
Just wherever you hit your mind.
We're just mindless drawing right now. If y'all want to hang out with us. Krista Cobb says she's a 54-year-old Libra too.
Okay.
Jennifer said, "What's the name of the other video with John?" This is the first video with John.
Yeah.
Right, Jennifer.
This is the first video we've ever done with John.
We've just been putting it off for so long because he's always so busy, or we're busy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. We can do flowers. We can do something landscape. I don't know.
Landscape.
Something outside, outdoorsy.
Landscape. Let me see.
Don't think about it for a minute. Don't think too much. This is mindless crafting. This is
mindless drawing.
Mindless drawing, right?
Well, you may start with a landscape, but if something else hits you, just
ignore
us and just go with the flow.
Oh, they said animals. Whichever,
Well, a landscape with some animals on it.
Okay, here's a tree. It's gonna be a cutesy tree.
Okay, gotcha.
Even though it's outside.
Susan Stewart said, "I've been waiting for John so long. I'm ignoring my husband right now."
Uh-oh, don't get in trouble. Susan. She said, she probably says, "Oh, he's used to it."
Michelle Kerr said, "John, do you do portraits from pictures?" Yes, he does.
Yes, I do.
I could answer that one.
I could answer that one too.
Okay, we're outdoors. Let's see.
So you can keep it light and simple, or you can get real serious and detailed, huh?
Okay.
You can do just about everything.
Okay, we're by a lake or somewhere. We're by a lake. Let's see. I'm gonna make a fish jump out the water.
Nice. I'm thinking about doing a marine life stamp set too, John.
Okay.
I think that'll be fun.
We get to that
at some point. Yeah. That's funny. Fish out of water.
He's jumping out the water. Okay, some clouds.
Oh, they think a marine life one would be an awesome stamp set.
Marine.
I think I have that on my
Oh, Karen Hogren says, I have a skull as my wheelchair controller. Your drawing is so amazing. Would love a copy of this.
What do you say?
He had,
you say
yes, he
life?
does.
Marine life.
Marine life. Oh, that's cute. Look at that. The clouds looking at the
Marine. You want a marine life?
Jennifer, how long have you been drawing? He's been drawing since forever. He can't remember not drawing hardly.
It's always he picked up that pencil and that was it.
Yep. Marine life. All right, so marine life. I used to always like sharks back in the day.
Oh, okay. I believe you, Susan. Susan Stewart, I was messing with her, telling her husband was going to get her for ignoring him. But she says, she talked about us all the time, so he knows not to interrupt.
Well, tell him we said hello.
Tell hubby.
Tell your husband we said hi.
We apologize in advance and in retrospect.
A shark.
Bertha West Wilson has a niece that loves skeletons. Young people love stuff like that.
Yes, they do.
They do.
Tracy and I never watched scary movies. When we went to Washington, that's all our daughter, Chelsea, and her other person there. That's all they watch.
Her and Manny.
That's all they watch. They love stuff like that. Scary stuff.
Giving them some tone.
She wants to know what's on that Diane Solomon says she would like to know what John's opinion is on the cup that she sent to you, Bill.
Is it poo?
Is it poo or
chocolate? Well, I can answer that one.
It's one of these, John.
No,
This
no,
right here. This is on a cup that was
It's the
sent
cup
to
downstairs.
Bill. And look at it.
You know what it could be? It could just be like a chocolate drop. You know, like a Hershey's Kiss.
I thought it was a potato head.
Yeah.
At first, but
that looks like you dropped a piece like a chocolate chip on a chocolate chip cookie.
Mm-hmm.
It could be that other thing too, but, but it looks like chocolate.
It's the poop emoji.
Oh, that's what it is.
That's Bill's favorite cup.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, one of his favorites. Now we've got the other one.
I have it from Donna Satterley.
Donna Satterley, yes, that he loves
I've
too.
been trying to rotate.
So he's been rotating 2 cups now.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm feeling a little poopy,
Wow.
you can interchange that with whatever word you want, but whatever feeling that way, which is quite a bit of time. No, it's not. But I use the poo cup, and when I'm feeling a different way, I use the other cup.
Ah.
Yeah, we'll give y'all an octopus real quick. He's reaching out, trying to grab that shark, but the shark's not having it.
Wow.
Yep, the shark is not having it.
The shark doesn't look happy, does he?
Yeah, he thought he was going to grab the shark, but the shark is like, look, you're supposed to be scared of me, right? Let's give him some tentacles. Can't have an octopus without tentacles.
I am really, y'all, if y'all don't hear me on here, it's because I'm just fascinated with this whole process right now. Really, you looking at this too, huh?
Oh, yeah. Susan Stewart says to do this without a photo go by. Oh yeah.
Right. There's
She's
no photos here.
Yeah, that's the reason why my art teacher
Knew something.
That's
right?
why she thought I was unique also, because I didn't have to look at anything. I look at things, items, certain images, and I memorize them. I memorize them. Another piece of paper.
Oh yeah. Look, I'm not listening to you. I'm like, huh, what? See, our kitty cat and the dog is like just curled up there.
Starship. A starfish.
It'd be nice if we could get one of this one. Look at her sleeping over there in the corner.
Starfish.
Oh, a starfish. Nice.
Let me see.
Can you do anything with her? Or would that take too long?
I can't see her.
The kitty?
Nah, she's in a bad spot. I can't see her.
Something.
Okay, I got something. Let me think. All right, I got it.
Okay, so this will be we're gonna finish up. This will be our last one.
People like elephants.
Oh yes.
Bye, Kathy. Kathy years ago.
See.
Oh, Robin, you're gonna have to watch this from the beginning. It's just super awesome.
African elephant.
Bye, Kathy.
Robin Vinegar. I always say, you're never late, you're right on time. But in this case, you might be, but just watch the replay. Louise Cassidy, how did you meet John? Earlier we were saying that John illustrated Tracey's the first book.
Yes, we were introduced through my publisher. She had when I wrote my first children's book, she introduced me and John, and
John illustrated that one.
Yeah, I was just so fascinated that he could pull all of the illustrations out of my head to create the book. So all I had to do really is come up with the story and then sit down with him and have it. It was like just discussing, a picture in your mind, and he just pulled it right out, the whole storyline. Isn't this the cutest?
Jessica says, I don't draw like this. It would be awesome if I could.
It's amazing what you can do, though, with the pencil and paper.
Tasha L said, that is so awesome. I bet he could draw a zombie.
Zombie.
You always drew one a little while ago when you stripped down that lady, Asia Rutledge's face. Just kidding, Asia.
Wow, look how quickly that came together. So it's not like you have to run and say, oh, let me Google this. You already got it.
I pretty much know what everything looks like. I've been studying everything since a little kid.
Wow.
Yeah. Just
the world, the atmosphere is like is already your school, like, I guess, for your inspiration.
Anything you can see. One more sheet.
Okay.
Yeah,
John wants to do one more for
do
y'all.
one last one.
Y'all getting a treat here.
Because my hand's starting to cramp up a little bit.
Yeah, we don't want. Yeah, this was supposed to be your last one.
No, but one.
If you want to do one more,
yeah, but since I got a little speed on it, I put it on speed mode. So
yeah.
Okay, let me think. Okay, ready?
Tracey's fascinated. She's not fascinated, but she's fascinated, looking like, what in the world is he getting ready to do? If y'all can see her face.
Uh-oh, I think I know what this is.
What? An alligator.
Phil, why are you giving it away?
Bird.
Oh, looks like a dinosaur.
It is.
Oh, sucky.
I think he do those teeth fast.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Oh my goodness. So you do insect. They're naming off some things: giraffe, insects, rocking horse. Yep, it's a dinosaur.
What's that one?
Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah, the one you don't want them to see.
Wow. Just wow. I agree, Yvette Anderson. Wow. Susan Stewart said, meat eating machine.
That's right.
It's amazing that you don't have to go and look at it to see, hey, how many legs does it have? How many such and such? What does it
What characteristics?
Right.
How does it move?
You already know.
I studied this. Yeah.
They're saying, oh, Robin Reninger said, you are amazing, John. Nice
Thank
to
you.
meet you. Yeah, if you haven't seen this from the beginning, you really need to go back and look. So you can draw like characters, Superman, Spider-Man.
Pretty much anything,
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
John's done comic books.
John
too.
is like
I
pretty
forgot
much
to say
anything.
that.
You heard what he said? He said pretty much anything. Like, the list just goes on and on.
He's look, guys, I'm 54. I've been doing this.
And
since
John does the patterns. So when y'all see that brick wall on one of the stamp sets, the Home Sweet Home stamp set, that's, you know, John creates those patterns on there. You know.
Yeah.
So John, wow, this was
Bertha
just
says, "Hey Tracy, could you put some of those pictures in the Happy Mail?"
Isn't that something?
Some dinosaur pictures.
Wow.
Oh, Loopy, you're right, Loopy. It's been 1 hour and 36 minutes exactly.
It was fun.
Wow.
It was fun.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. Y'all have really gotten a treat today, and so did I, because this is Mindless Drawing, featured by Mindless Crafting.
Oh yeah.
So I'm glad that you any last words for our well, not last. We're gonna have you on again. I think that this would be wonderful for them to see. You know,
We don't know when he's coming back, Linda.
Tasha L, he could draw a house or a barn. He's done the house and the barn is on one of our stamp sets. 2 of our stamp sets have actually the house. The Home Sweet Home one is one of the ones that he did.
Vicky Jensen says, "Be sure and hit that thumbs up before you leave."
Oh, you are so welcome, Donna.
Yes, Donna says, "Thank you for introducing us to you, John."
Pleasure.
Yes,
Pleasure's
thank
all
you.
mine.
Everyone's saying thank you for
Great
sharing.
talent.
Thank you.
So we're gonna go ahead and sign off, y'all. Friday we're releasing another stamp set. So Friday at 12 noon, this Friday, tune in because we've got another stamp set that we're releasing. Yes, it's another one, and you're gonna love it. So we'll
We got off before Diane Solomon could guess about 25 guesses what it's going to be.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
thank y'all for tuning in.
Okay, so everybody, they do have my email.
They have your email. Put your email back up here again. Let's
One more
go ahead. If you want to contact John, serious inquiries only. Yeah. Y'all are too funny. So John is going to go rest his hands. We're going to be working today all day, basically, right?
Okay, John is blowing my mind. He's awesome. God has given him this amazing talent so that we all can enjoy.
Bertha says, "John, one last question.
Yes.
What will be a challenge for you to draw?"
Only something that I haven't seen before.
But once you see it, then it's not a challenge anymore.
Well, once I see it and study it, I mean,
Yeah.
memorizing it just depends on if it's how complicated what it is,
Right.
It's just like
So maybe you were talking to someone like Steven Spielberg, and he was going to make a movie about some alien creature in space. He since it never existed before, and he said,
Right.
"John, it has to look like maybe that might be a challenge."
not really. No challenge.
Well, there you go.
No
y'all.
Well, in that case, Bertha, I guess there's no challenge because
There you go. If he sees it,
or if
he
he
can draw
hadn't seen
or
it,
if he hadn't seen
If
it,
I hadn't seen it and you say draw this, I'm like,
if you describe what you're feeling about it or whatever, then it's getting ready
Right.
to draw.
and that's the beauty about doing this. Is that basically you're creating something that never existed before. So
Exactly.
We're gonna go ahead and sign off, y'all.
That's right.
John is making a happy face. Good.
So we're signing off with a happy face, huh?
There we go. Tracey, are you going to be on Thursday? Yeah, we'll be on Thursday. Thursday at 7 p.m. That's our regular one. We're back now, y'all. So we'll be on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern live. So y'all take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, Pam says, make a needles and yarn stamp.
Yeah, that'll be popular.
That's a good one.
Good one, Pam.
Yeah.